I think, people that first encounter flat Earth, they all say, well, I once believed that it was a stupid idea, but I tried to refute it and I couldn't. Well, that's because you didn't go to the right sources. You went on the Internet and you heard these arguments from flat Earthers that you couldn't answer.
Yeah.
That's because you didn't know the answers. I know the answers. I haven't encountered an argument yet I couldn't refute.
So how do you have gas pressure without a container? Nothing? Danny Faulkner, PhD astrophysicist, runs an observatory, and profits from the lies.
I know the answers. I haven't encountered an argument yet I couldn't refute. I haven't encountered an argument yet I couldn't refute.
The beginning of the flood would have mixed in with the ash and created these layers.
I'm Danny Faulkner. I'm an astronomer. I work for Answers in Genesis on the research staff. Belief in Genesis and creation is extremely important because foundational doctrines of Christianity are found there. Things such as where we came from, a hint of where we're going, why are we here, why do we sin, why do we die. Those are
Danny Faulkner. Now, Danny Faulkner is he's a director, I think, at the at a planetarium, maybe in New York City. He teaches kids about the heliocentric system. So he has come to every Flat Earth conference that we've had, and we've embraced him, and we've educated him. We taught him that, hey, we're not a disk in space. We're, all the stuff about Flat Earth, and then he goes and writes a book, let me see if I have it, called Falling Flat. And he uses this picture after we teach him. So the thing is, why do you have to lie? Why do you have to straw man if your argument's real? So he puts this book out after we showed him many times. So in this new video that he has out, he's even gone to the effort of indexing every single question on here, every chapter. So this is well organized. Him and Danny Faulkner worked out this video, and looking at every category, the stuff that comes out of his mouth is such nonsense. I could do every point, but every point in this video I could do, but instead I'm just going to do one at a time. We're going to start with, does the flat Earth model, which one did I do? Does the flat Earth model, how does the sun set on the flat Earth model? I think that's what it was. And we're going to listen to what he has to say, and then I'm going to show you. And again, we've told Danny Faulkner all about this. We've showed him. He's been to every conference. He watches all my videos, and he just lies when asked about it. So let's listen for a moment, and then I'll comment.
What about just simple night and day and night, the flat Earth model? Can they even account for that?
Yes.
Well, I don't think so. The thing is, when you ask flat earthers, they have an explanation for everything, but it turns out many of their explanations aren't very good when you examine.
Let's hear yours.
If the Earth is a flat plane with a dome over top and the sun's going around, notice it's always above the surface of the Earth, and so I should always be able to see it no matter where I am.
Right.
They oftentimes will claim that the sun is really a spotlight shining down like this. And so when that spotlight is over top of you, it's daytime, but when you move to the other side of the Earth, you're no longer in the spotlight, so you don't see the sun anymore. But the problem is that spotlight's still above the surface of the Earth. The sun should never actually set. And it's interesting that flat earthers, how many times do you hear them say, trust your senses?
How many times have we told him about perspective, how the sun is a local light, how it takes its light away, how the layers of the atmosphere can block the sun? We've showed him, he's seen them all, but he's lying right to Justin, which is incredible. And Justin, rather than talk to one of us, he'd rather just get somebody that's completely on his side, a deceiver, and have a conversation with himself. He will not talk to us, so he's not a man of truth. Now, people criticized me in my last video for saying that he is a deceiver. This confirms that he is a deceiver, that he's working with other deceivers.
Like you're moving X amount of miles per hour in this direction, that direction. No, you feel like you're stationary, so therefore
because we are.
Flat. The Earth must be flat. But when it comes to sunrise and sunset, they say throw your observation out the window, throw what you see out the window. The sun doesn't really rise or set; it just appears to rise or set due perspective.
Yes.
And I think that's interesting, is that they proclaim we have to trust our senses, yet they throw their sensation away when it comes to sunrise and sunset. It looks to me like the sun rises and sets.
Exactly.
So
it turns out at that time, people in the West at least had known the Earth was a globe for 2,000 years. It was not an issue, hadn't been an issue for 2 millennia in the West at least. So that was kind of a lie made up in the 19th century. And there's an evolutionary connection. If you want to go there, we can talk about that a little later on. So this idea that the church thought that and taught that the Earth was flat, that's a myth that was created in the 19th century. And